God. Welcome once again to Just Saying, the podcast with your lovely, gorgeous host, Sabuna Emma. I know some of you are going to start complaining every time he introduces himself. He reminds us how gorgeous he is. My dear, if I'm not confident with how gorgeous I am, who will be confident on my behalf? If I do not reassure myself that I am gorgeous, who will tell me that? I beg to us who are gorgeous, repeat after me. I am gorgeous. I am gorgeous. Let us throw it in their faces. We are gorgeous. Yeah, we are gorgeous. But yes, welcome back to episode 2 of Just Saying, the podcast with me, your lovely host, Sabana Emma. And in today's episode, oh God, we are going to talk about something sensitive. Something a lot of people are going through, but they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to express themselves about it or want to bring it up to a table. But a lot of people are going through it and they don't even know they're going through it. And it's something I personally have gone through. And you know, it's not something easy to come out of. It's not something easy to jump out of, like when you jump into a swimming pool and come out. That's easy, but this is something that takes time, you know. And in this episode, we are going to talk about it. But not just talking about it. I want us to heal. I know healing is a process, healing is a journey. So we are going to start the healing today. So I hope you guys are ready. But before I can even dig deep into it, let me first tell you what we're going to talk about. Today we are going to talk about abandonment or abandonment issues. Actually, generally, we're talking about abandonment issues. A lot of people are going through it and they don't even know that they're going through it. But today we're going to talk about it. So, why am I wasting your time? You people will say he's wasting our time. It took long to post episode 2. Now he's even wasting our time. Please don't beat me. I know you people can beat people. I don't want you people to beat me. So let's dig into it. As I said, we're going to talk about it. So let's talk about it. So let's dig deeper into this lovely topic. First of all, this topic is based not only on me, but I'm talking about it because someone brought it up to me because they were sharing a story with me. This person is named Alex. He's a grown man now, but he has had to deal with abandonment issues, and he wanted to share with you people a small glimpse of what it did to his life. He's not here. I know you people are expecting me to bring guests. Please, though, I've not yet got a guest for you. But if you want to be a guest, by the way, please DM me. I need a guest. I cannot be doing this alone. I even need a co-host. Why am I doing this alone? Huh? Please, I cannot do this alone. I also need your help. Come help me, I help you. Do me, I do you. That's how we talk. I told you people that's how we're going to do this thing. Yeah? But yeah, his name is Alex. And he was telling me about what abandonment issues or the effects of abandonment issues in his life. For a start, he told me it made him lose out on a lot of good people. It made him lose out on a lot of good relationships. And you know, much as people don't know how that can happen, but it does happen. I personally have experienced it. You know, I've not only been abandoned by a parent, I've also been abandoned by friends, by people. I myself have carried out what I like calling self-abandonment. Sometimes we as human beings carry out self-abandonment. You know, we abandon who we are. We abandon ourselves and forget about ourselves. I think I would phrase it like that. Maybe someone would put it better for me. You know, I'm not the best at this, but someone else can give us an idea in the comment section. And it's not something easy anyone can just go through in a blink of an eye, or it's not something that you will get over in a blink of an eye, you know. For me, when my dad left, at first I thought it was okay. I was like, he is gone, that's it, at least we're going to have some peace in the house. But let me tell you, after that, the abandonment issues kicked in. But before, I'm talking about it, people might not even know what abandonment issues are. Let me give you a simple explanation of what abandonment issues are. Number one, abandonment issues are deep-seated fear for being rejected left behind, or losing loved ones. It is a fear of you being alone, of you not being loved, of you being left behind. You're always in fear. You think everybody around you is going to leave you. You think everybody surrounding you does not love you. You think the one who is actually loving you is not loving you. That is what I'm trying to tell you. You get my point? I hope you understand me. I cannot be talking this much and you don't understand me. But yes, that is what an abandonment issue is. Like, it's a deep-seated fear of you being left behind or being alone. And it normally comes from, or what I would say, it's normally caused by things like childhood trauma. For example, a parent leaving and never coming back. And let's not only talk about parents leaving, even our loved ones go. Like loss, death, loss of a loved one can also cause abandonment issues. Please pardon my English. English is not my mother. English is not my mother. I try. But yes, loss of someone can also cause abandonment issues. You people will also give me other causes that you can find. But I'm giving you the little I know, or the little at least I've got to dig deeper into. Childhood traumas like losing a parent leaving, for example, your father leaving or your mom. I don't even know why you only talk about fathers leaving. Even mothers leave lately. A mother will leave your papa because your papa cannot afford the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Jesus, these marriages lately are crazy. But yes, a parent leaving, loss of a loved one like a parent, a sister, a brother, can cause abandonment issues. Inconsistent caregiving from parents. When I talk about inconsistent caregiving, is where parents are there physically, but they're never emotionally present. Especially in an African setting, parents are very mean. No, I'm sorry, but I have to talk about this. Some of you parents are very mean. Because what do you mean? You don't want to be emotionally present in your child's life. You only want to be physically present. You do not want your children to express themselves to you. If they don't express themselves to you, they're going to get depressed. You keep asking, why are young people committing suicide? Have you thought about the fact that you're not emotionally present in your child's life? You're asking yourself, why did my child commit suicide? Have you been emotionally present in your child's life? Ask yourself that. A lot of you parents have kids, but you're not emotionally present. But a lot of us, your kids, are going through things we don't know who to share with. Some parents don't even give that environment of opening up. That brings me to what I would call unmet emotional needs. It's also another cause of abandonment issues. Unmet emotional needs is where you're living in an environment where emotional expression is punished or is ridiculed. When I say ridiculed, when you express yourself, people laugh at you. We live in a society where men do not express themselves because they've made it a big thing, or they've made it a thing that men should not be weak. Men should not be vulnerable. Men should not cry. But do you know the things men are going through before you tell them not to express themselves? Let's talk about it. These are some of the reasons people are having abandonment issues. Another thing with abandonment issues, you get anxiety. You're always anxious. If that anxiety doesn't lead you to being depressed at some point, you have a deep-rooted fear of being alone already. So now, adding on to the fact that people don't want you to express yourself when you're actually feeling something, it makes it worse. It makes it really worse. We live in a society where, I know fellow African kids can relate to this. It is rare to find an African home where parents are friendly, are friends to their kids. I thank God I've grown up with parents who we can sit down and talk about things like, who are you seeing? Your girlfriends, your boyfriends, and sort of stuff like that. There are kids who do not even know that you can sit down with your mom and have a conversation. There are kids out there who do not know you can sit down with your dad and have a proper civilized conversation. For them in their household, what daddy or what mommy says is what goes. They don't have a say in it. They don't have, the environment is too toxic that they can't even express themselves. Parents out there, this is for you. Give your children a chance to express themselves to you, because some of them are going through things that they would wish to share with you, but because you're giving them that blockage, or you're giving them that attitude of I am the alpha, I am the omega. Whatever I say is what goes. You're going to lose your kids. That is why some of your kids, when they grow up, they don't want to talk to you. They don't even, because they know if, when I talk to mom will not listen to me. When I talk to dad won't listen to me. Even you people who might end up encountering people with abandonment issues, today we are going to talk about how you can handle them. We are going to talk about how we can heal those who are going through this, or those who are having abandonment issues. You know, some of the signs of abandonment issues are the constant need for reassurance. Someone with abandonment issues always wants you to reassure them that you love them, especially, for example, if you're dating one who has abandonment issues. They will always ask you, me personally, let me give you an example. I like using myself as an example. I will not use my friend. Before I decided to seek for professional help, this was me before. And in this episode, I want to apologize to anyone I dated in that period. Please, I'm very sorry. Because in that period, I hurt a lot of people. In that period, I've made a lot of people, I don't know how to put it. I hurt a lot of people's feelings because of my insecurities. Abandonment issues come with insecurities. You're always insecure. It's hard for you to trust anyone. It's hard for you to trust that anyone can love you. You feel unlovable. As I was telling you, the constant need for reassurance. I remember every time I dated someone, I would always ask them, do you really love me? And why do you even love me? Every time. If the person takes long to respond to my text, I start overthinking. They want to leave me. They want to abandon me. They want to go. They want to leave me alone again. That is what I was always thinking about. You know, I haven't gotten to the part of the healing. We're still talking about this. But that is how I felt. I felt unloved. Unlike now, yes, I'm still healing. I will not say I'm fine. I'm still healing. But at least I'm in a better place now. And the fact that I can even talk about it with you people is, But as I said, I want to apologize to anyone I hurt in that period. Because I know I lost out on good things, on good people. I lost out on good relationships. Another sign of someone with abandonment issues is people pleasing. You always have the constant need to please someone. Me, I used to want to please everybody around me. I want to be the one to help. I want to be the one to do everything for them, forgetting about my own well-being. And the other thing about people pleasing is you forget about yourself. You forget about who you are, your own personality, your own problems, because you want to make other people happy. But let me tell you, you cannot make the whole world happy. Kanchize mu Luganda, kuba nina ko aboogera Luganda. Tosobola kusanyusa buli omu. Ekyo tekisoboka. I've had to learn it the hard way that you can't make everyone happy. Especially if it's a relationship. You always want to please your partner because you don't want them to leave. Because in your head, your mind is telling you that when you keep pleasing this person, they will never leave. I am telling you, even Jesus Christ pleased the people. He fed the people with fish and bread. Those people still crucified him. They still crucified him with no questions asked. So what makes you think you can please the whole world? You cannot. You cannot please the whole world. This is not only now about people with abandonment issues. All of us. Some of us are good at people pleasing. But let me tell you, you cannot please the whole world. You cannot. You need to know that you cannot please the whole world. You can't. You know, before you can make any other person happy, make yourself happy. Let's start with that. Let's start with making ourselves happy. Sometimes you have to be selfish. Let them call you selfish, but sometimes you have to be selfish. You have to be selfish. I'm telling you. Another sign of someone with abandonment issues is hypervigilance. When I talk about hypervigilance, let me phrase it in 2 words. A threat radar. Those are actually 3 words. This English, there are 3 words. A threat radar. When I talk about a threat radar, it's like an alarm for someone with an abandonment issue. And hypervigilance comes with a lot of overthinking. I've told you what a threat, like I've called it, to me I call it a threat radar. Because even you taking long to respond to this person gives them a lot of thought. This person wants to either break up with me, this person doesn't want to give me attention, I am unlovable, I cannot be loved, this person doesn't love me anymore. That's how a person with abandonment issues will react. Or that is how I used to react myself. I would have a lot of questions. This person now doesn't want to talk to me, this person wants to leave me, I'm unlovable. But I'm here to tell you this, you are lovable, my dear. You are lovable. The only problem is you're suppressing pain. You're keeping traumas to yourself. You're bottling up way too much than you can handle. It is okay not to be strong. I'm not talking to girls alone. I'm not talking to women alone. I'm talking even to men today. Men are good at suppressing their feelings because the whole society has made it look like, oh, men should not cry. Men should not express how they feel. That is wrong. It is wrong. It is okay to be vulnerable. It is okay to cry. It is okay to open up. It is okay to I don't even know how to put it. But it's just okay to vent. The society should stop making it look like it's not a good thing. I've even heard that an African and a Ugandan say depression is sickness for white people. Depression is not a sickness for white people alone. You see how primitive sometimes we can be. That's why those people call us primitive. Because why are you saying that depression is a disease for white people? And by the way, it's not even a disease, it's a mental, should I call it a psychological issue? You guys will correct me. Another thing is sabotage. You know, someone with abandonment issues is always willing to sabotage anything they're in. A relationship, they'll sabotage it because they have a thought of you leaving before, they want to leave you before you can leave them. So they want to avoid that pain. You're running away from the pain. You want to, but sometimes you're sabotaging good things. I did. Me who's talking to you, I sabotaged good relationships, good friendships of people. And let me tell you, I regretted it till now. And to anyone who has sabotaged a relationship with, a friendship with, and you're watching this, I'm sorry. From the deepest part of my heart, I'm very sorry. At that point, I don't think I was even in my right sense of mind. Because I always had a deep fear of you people leaving me. I always had a deep fear of being left alone. And I sabotaged good things with you guys. But I'm sorry. I really mean it. I'm very sorry. You know. Someone with abandonment issues has difficulties being alone. I remember every time I was alone, I felt uncomfortable. I always had the constant need to be around someone, to be around. I always wanted to be loved. But I always felt unlovable. I had low self-esteem. I didn't have the confidence I have today to sit down in this camera and talk to all of you. I didn't. To me, to sit in front of this camera, every time someone will tell me I love you, I'm like, hey, why do you love me? You're lying to me, oh. I had trust issues. I was very insecure. You can break, when you have abandonment issues, you always have a wall blocking out everything. When someone breaks that wall, you become a bit vulnerable, but you still have your guard up because you have a deep-rooted fear of being alone or being unloved.
So anything like a trigger, for example, someone taking long to text can trigger you. And that wall that they had broken down, you will build up 3 more. Joshua Baraka said in one of his songs that, but when I don't know, I remember, but she talked about building 3 more walls in that song. And that is something I did. And I regret it. Sometimes you have to learn to be vulnerable. Being alone sometimes is actually peaceful. But let me tell you this. Sometimes being alone is peaceful. Because not everybody around you really loves you. Not everybody around you loves you. Not everybody around you actually loves you. You need to know that. It is okay to be alone sometimes. It is okay to have only 3 friends. It is okay to just take time alone and think and live in the moment. Do you hear me? You know? Another issue is overanalyzing. Someone with abandonment issues overanalyzes everything. A text, what you tell them, your reaction, your mood, your emotions towards them. They overanalyze everything. Even a simple word like I love you, they'll ask you, why do you love me? Why do you love me? Why are you loving me? If you take long to respond, they start thinking, I am unlovable. I cannot be loved. Hi! Why is he not responding? He's with someone else. She's with someone else. That you overanalyze everything. You overthink things. But you shouldn't. And I know we haven't gotten to the healing part, but we're getting to it. I'm not only talking about this for people with abandonment issues, but I'm sharing because I know a lot of you are having people with abandonment issues. So we are here to help them. Not only ourselves, but to also help other people dealing with people with abandonment issues. I'm giving you the science, the causes of these things, so that you know how to deal with the person. You know? Let us help each other. You do me, I do you. I know there's less humanity now in the world, but let's not all be mean. Let's not all be mean. A little kindness never hurts. It costs you nothing to be kind. Nothing. Now I want us to get into that. You know, how can you manage it? How can we help these people? Let me start with one. Let me start with telling you this. You know, while these issues feel real, these feelings will feel real and overwhelming. Or the abandonment issues will feel real, overwhelming and everything. They can be managed. It's not a one-day thing. It's a journey if you're willing to take it. And it starts with acceptance. It starts with you accepting that, you know what, I have a problem. Me, I refuse to accept that I have a problem. I kept saying I am fine, I am fine, I am fine. Do you know where it led me? I lost out on good relationships. I always think, by the way, someone with abandonment issues is someone who is willing to stay in a toxic relationship. Because for them, leaving you, in their head, their mind is telling them, when you leave this person, you will never find anybody else who will love you. When you leave this person, no one else will love you. You are going to be alone. You're going to be cat lady. But it is not true. There's someone for you. Don't stay in that toxic relationship because you feel unloved. You are loved. I mean, God loves you. If God did not love you, why are you still here? God loved you. Let me start with that. Leave that toxic relationship. You are loved. There's someone out there who loves you. I mean, your parents love you. You know? And number one of managing this issue, you can start with identifying triggers. For you who is dealing with someone with abandonment issues, identify the triggers. Know the words, know the things that trigger this person. Start with that. When you learn them, you will now know, okay, this is something I can't say, this is something I can't do. It will help them as well. In simple terms, start with understanding who you are with, who you are dealing with, or what you are dealing with. Number 2, you who is having abandonment issues have or practice what I call self-validation. Validate yourself every day. That will help you, that will help you to reassure yourself other than depending on other people to always tell you that you're beautiful. I love you, I know that. Start with reassuring yourself that you are loved. You are beautifully made. I call it self-soothing. Soothing. I beg, it is self-soothing. English is not my mama, so please they don't talk about it. Besides, I'm hungry. English is not my mama. I call it self-soothing. Because as I told you, someone with abandonment issues always overanalyzes things. So even you taking long to respond, it's a problem. So start with self-validation. Tell yourself you are loved. Tell yourself you are beautiful. Tell yourself that you deserve everything the world has to offer. Take it from me. Let me reassure you. You are beautiful. You are loved. You are loved. You should know that. Another thing is addressing the root. This one goes both ways. To the person dealing with someone with abandonment issues and you who is dealing with abandonment issues. And when we say address the root, I mean seek professional help. That is one way to address the root. Seek professional help. Now I'm talking about therapy. I know a lot of you say therapy is for white people. Therapy is not for white people. Africans need the most therapy. Let me be honest, Africans need the most therapy. Let us talk about it now. We Africans need the most therapy. Because some of us have grown up in traumatic homes. Not even traumatizing homes. If you did not have a drunkard for a papa who would beat your mama, your papa abandoned you. If not that, you have grown up with both parents, but they are emotionally unavailable. If not, we Africans need serious therapy more than those white people. Those white people don't need a lot of therapy, but you Africans, you need the most therapy. Africans need the most therapy because most of you have grown up in very traumatizing homes. You're not allowed to go out. You're not even allowed to express yourself. This is what we go through in these communities. Men are not allowed to express themselves. Men should not cry. Men should I beg you. We could not keep living like that. Ask yourself, for how long will you bottle up those feelings, those emotions, that pain? How long are you going to do it? Before you breaking down into pieces. Before you breaking down or doing something totally unacceptable because your feelings took over or your emotions took over. Think about it. So for me, I'm here for us to talk about these issues. Let's not keep cocooning them. Let's not keep sugarcoating them just because the society wants us to sugarcoat them. A man cannot express himself. Why is it a man expressing himself? Isn't he human? Isn't he allowed to feel? He is. So let's address these issues. Am I clear? This is all I had for today's episode. I hope you guys will come for episode 3. And please, I apologize for delaying to give you episode 2. Please, forgive me. I'm very sorry. I got a bit to cut up. Forgive me. If you need me to lie down, I will lie down and so that you can beat me back. Forgive me. But regardless, for episode 3, I want a guest too. So someone should come and be a guest. And please, we have very many things to talk about. Am I clear? But thank you very much for watching episode 2 of Just Saying, the podcast. With me, your lovely gorgeous host. I will not stop reminding you that I am gorgeous. I am gorgeous. Let me even lift my leg. Now someone is going to say, why is he lifting his small leg? I know I have sugarcane leg, but do not talk about it. We're not here to comment about my sugarcane leg. We are not. But yes, once again, thank you very much for watching episode 2 of Just Saying, the podcast with me, your host, Abandonment. Bonjour, oui, oui, just saying.
Love you guys. Thank you for watching episode 2. And I'm just here to remind you, please subscribe, comment, like, share, and lastly but not least, hit that notification button. In French we say, le subscribe, le you, le do. Bonjour. Just say. One single bye.